Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing Wartales. Now I'm quite excited about this. This is the 1.0 release as of April the 12th. It's just come out. Long-time viewers of the channel might know that I did a Wartales Early Access series very early on in my channel, which was probably almost at least a year ago now, something like that. But yeah, enjoyed a lot. I put about 80 hours altogether into the early access. I love this game. It's anyone who's played Battle Brothers will be quite familiar with the idea. You kind of take charge of a band of mercenaries. You go out into the world. You fulfill contracts. You make money. You build your war band. You know, you get money for better equipment, for food, all that sort of stuff. So there's sort of a resource management element to it. Whereas the tactical battles kind of play out a little bit like something like XCOM, I suppose you could say, more so than Battle Brothers. You've actually got proper 3D models of actual characters in this game, and it's a lot of fun. And I can't wait to get started. So we're going to start a new game here. I haven't played the early access since I ended the Wartales series, so there's at least sort of 8 months worth of development I've not experienced, plus any changes they made for the 1.0 release. So this is different to me. So I'm going to be learning a lot about the intricacies of this game, I'm sure. So who are we? Our companions are apprentice friends looking for an adventure. So we can see these sort of starting backgrounds confer certain bonuses. So this one, you get plus 30 influence, which is good, but fewer raw materials, which is not so good. We get a swordsman, ranger, brute, and archer. That's not bad. Men escorting merchants who lost their employer. So we get a bit more money, a bit less medicine. Swordsman, spearman, brute, warrior. I mean, I like to have, a good spread of all the backgrounds, so I don't think there's a bad answer for that. Deserters. More raw materials, more suspicion, which is not good, so I don't fancy that. Young farmers. More bread, less happiness. Or bandits looking to escape the guard. We've got a couple of stolen items. Brute, ranger, archer. Let's go with this. We're going to be apprentice friends looking for adventure. Your companions are used to long walks, so reduces the speed at which the troop fatigue stacks. That's quite useful. Because there's not a day and night. There is a day and night cycle, but you have to rest when you run out of energy. So you use energy just moving around the world. So anything that kind of reduces the time or reduces how much that drops is pretty good. You can stay awake longer, have to rest less. Speed at which the troops fatigue. Yeah, that's pretty good. Cunning fighters. Experience gained increased by 10%. I think that's probably the one I'll take. That's really good. Incredible resilience. Constitution increased by 10%. Excellent at slap games. Critical damage increased by 10%. Are quick learners. Experience gained for professions. We'll get into what professions are for anyone who's new to the game. But I think I'm going to go for the plus 10% combat experience. That feels pretty good. If we had a flaw. So let's see. Each companion's carrying capacity decreased by 1 weight thing. Eternal dissatisfaction. So our happiness is going to drop by 1 during each rest. An uncommon bout of bad luck. Critical hit reduced by 3%. That's not great, but we can at least mitigate that with levelling up. Very hard time getting up. Danger during rest increased by 10. I don't really want to get attacked while we're resting. That's probably bad. Serious lack of self-confidence. Willpower reduced by 1. I think of all of them, that willpower one is probably the one I can live with the most. So we'll do that. Now this is quite important because this deals with enemy scaling. So we can have a mode where enemies will pretty much always be your level, or we can have one where enemies' levels are set to your level when you enter a new region for the first time. I think that's the one I want to do. Because at least that means, if you return to previous regions, you can feel that you actually have gained power, whereas otherwise everything's always going to be around our level, which is going to sort of feel like we're not really making progress. Which is adaptive. So we want region-locked exploration. So each region of the world has a set difficulty from the start. You'll have to expand and improve your troop to explore more dangerous areas and fight more dangerous enemies. So yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to go for. Now we're going to choose a starting region. I as I said, I played the early access a lot. So Tiltron County is one I'm very familiar with. So I'm going to choose a different one. Vertruse I've also played. County of Arths I have been to, but not spent quite as much time in. Oh, okay, so one of these. So maybe we'll start with Arths, which was introduced later in the early access, I think. So I have touched upon it, but I'm in no way familiar with the layout of the land. Combat difficulty. I think we'll go experienced. Expert. It is quite a challenging game, and as I said, I think they have made it more challenging with some of the. I think they've debuffed a lot of the damage you do. Survival difficulty. So this is managing companions' hunger, fatigue, and wages daily. I'm actually going to make that novice, just because it is quite testing, keeping everyone fed and paid. Quite often, in the early access, I was running out of money and food, so we can change it at any time. If we feel like we're just swimming in money and resources, we'll bump up the difficulty. And save mode. I think I'm going to go free save. Not Iron Man, because then, we might encounter technical difficulties. One save per game. No, I think we'll just do free saving. And here we go. So this is our troop. We have Fart, Lorham, Vetinol, and Ottenol. They sound like relatives, don't they? So we can do some customization. If I click on Thart, for instance, I don't really like that name. I think he looks a bit like a boring dad. Maybe we can enter that. He'll be me. Actually, as per tradition, we'll go Sir Boring. I'm not going to worry about the appearance, but it'd be nice to get some custom names here. Oh, we can pick their starting utility stuff. So first aid is a very useful one to have in the troop. So random positive traits. We'll live with whatever the game wants to put there. Okay, Lorham. Maybe we'll just roll this until we find one we like the sound of. Magnus, that's easy to remember, isn't it? He's also got first aid, that's fine. Probably don't need more than a couple with that though. Brute's got taunt. Ooh. Maybe just go with the club. Get the shield then. Taunt, Wrath. That could be quite good. Let's go with that. Vetinol. That's something vaguely feminine, I think. Okay, I'm just going to enter Freya. I think that's feminine, but sits with the kind of the mode of setting that we're in. Ottenol. Rogar. I quite like that. It's a bit like Roger, but not. We don't need another first aid, so let's see. It runs, not bad. That could be quite good, having a disengage on this guy, because the Ranger's more sort of a hit and run class. So there we go. And Pony. We can name Pony as well. Mr. Ed. Right, let's start, shall we? At the beginning, your companions are off in search of adventure. After a few days of quietly travelling along, their only feat was not getting lost, and they have reached their destination. Here, surely, awaits some novel and exciting quest that will stir up the uneventful lives of bored apprentices. Some of us are looking pretty old and haggard for apprentices. You can be an apprentice at any age, though. Adventure awaits at the end of the road, for those who make it there alive, that is. Okay, so this is County of Arles. So as I said, I don't really know my way around here as well as I did... Oh, I was always doing this. I kept trying to move the map with... Can I move the map? Okay, it's kind of locked to us, I guess. So you'll probably see me press W trying to move the map a lot. Just fair warning. Just going to grab this resource. We're quite slow at the moment. We can speed up. In fact, we can run. Is it shift? How do I run? Oh, I have to learn all the controls again. We definitely can run. In fact, let me look up the controls in case anything's changed. It runs should be shift. For some reason it's not working. It might be that we need to do a little bit of a tutorial first. Hang on. Let's go to courtier. So here we are in our first town. I'm actually going to look at our group, because I noticed Roger's actually a level 2. Roger. I'm going to keep calling him Roger, even though his name is Rogar, but he is level 2, so we can level him up. Every time this unit ends their turn next to an enemy and is not engaged in combat, we gain an it's kind of like an action point type thing, so that is good. Every time the unit kills an enemy, we gain 1. Each time this unit ends their turn next to an ally. Well, because he's going to be a bit hit and run, that's going to be his specialty, is ending up next to people that are engaged with other allies. So let's learn that. We get to level up some of these. They're delivered randomly. Constitution. How much health and carrying capacity? Maybe that. Feels a shame to not take the double plus, but I'm going to take critical hit on him. Okay, is he leveled now? Just wondering why he's... Oh, is that because we got to give him a profession? He could be our tinkerer if he likes. Why has he still got that? Oh, they've all got that. Okay, that just takes them to this screen. Fair enough. Okay. Let's leave camp. How much money do we have? 300 gold. That's actually not bad, and enough food for 5 days. So if we go to... I mean, we'll go to all of this, I think. Well, let's start at the inn. We might be able to pick up a job. Emissary Vivra.
Might she be looking for work? Our role as emissaries is to ensure that all service requests are fulfilled. We regularly update our job offers.
I don't think this was voiced in the early access, so that's new. Vanquish the Sirance gang. The Sirance gang must be stopped. The guard seems unable to deal with the issues single-handedly. So, rated easy, reward of 210. That seems alright. Like the hard ones get less. Vanquish a squad. That's also rated as easy. We might take both of those. Hopefully they're not timed. Okay. What do we have? In the inns is also where you get new companions. I think we got quite a good spread, but we'll just see who's available.
I've always known that the life of a farmer wasn't for me.
So we got another. We don't want another brute, I don't think. That's fine. A spearman would be good.
Group of mercenaries. But one morning, they left without me.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't voiced before. And that is kind of cool. I was prepared to do all the voices though, as I often do on my channel.
I want to see the world before settling down.
Another swordman. Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll take a swordsman and he can be our sort of two-handed sword specialist. Alright, so how much is he to recruit? 60 gold and not pretty much all our renown. our fame. But that's okay. He's got a funny name though. We might end up renaming him. This person outlined in purple is the informant.
You seem lost. Are you in need of any particular information about Wartales? Are you looking to take on jobs the emissary wouldn't dare post?
So each of the regions has like kind of an underlying storyline that's going on. So the informant can kind of get you started on those, but actually you can discover them just wandering around.
This room is. Before the war, there were 2 taverns in Courtier.
Creature comforts.
We were still completely full on market days.
It's outlined in green because it's temporarily reduced in price. We could afford it, but I don't know about that. It'll be a long time before we're doing that sort of thing, so we'll leave. Don't need to rest. We've only just come in. Can't talk to them. Let's go to the apothecary. So we can make someone our alchemist, which is who's going to be brewing the medicine and stuff. Maybe Magnus. Okay. Well, we'll make Magnus. I'm not quite sure why he's greyed out. What can he do? Nothing really. We've got no materials, but he's our alchemist now.
Usually, I'm only allowed to tend to the animals, but don't let that worry you. Man and beast are not that different.
Okay. See what's going on. I'm just seeing if there's any like other side quests or stuff that we might pick up. I don't think there is.
I do not believe in Lord Vanalis's so-called vision for 1 second.
Can't believe they voiced all of
General
this.
came to him in a dream. How very providential. Everyone knows his mother has always dreamt of becoming a countess.
So I'm guessing the main story involves this Lord Vanalis. Who's Olor?
I pray each day for this war to end.
Right, no one of any great significance. Let's go to the forge. So we want someone to be our blacksmith. Let's actually make that Freya, our brute. She can be our blacksmith. Again, we've got no materials, so we can't build anything. Let's talk to the
There were
armourer,
2 of
though.
us working here until Count Lahart enlisted my cousin in his army. I haven't heard from Clay since.
Okay, she's got nothing to sell to us. And then we have the marketplace, which is where we'll get food and stuff, and supplies, but we're pretty well fixed for that. You can also get...
May the all-seeing eye strike me down if I lie. I saw him, I swear. 3 days ago, I was collecting firewood with my husband when the hunter's ghost attacked us. We managed to flee to the mountains, but it was a very close call.
Okay, well that sounds... Yeah, so you do hear these rumours as well about stuff you can encounter in the world, so that sounds like a bit of an opening for that.
Oh, don't believe a word she says. She probably came across a band of deserters. They've been running rampant in these parts since the beginning of the war.
Yeah. Just see if
My
there's...
meat is quite pungent, I admit, but I can assure you it is still perfectly edible.
Well, as this salt is reduced, I might buy that. How do I... Control us all. There we go. It's fine. I'm not going to steal. Stealing is quite harshly punished in this game.
The war drags on, and Lahart and Vanalis requisition anything they come across. I bet.
It's not really sort of set up around the life of a bandit, I would say. Okay, so let's depart. I still can't run, so I'm wondering if there's like a little story quest I've got to do before the ability to do that opens up. We've got some guys here. I can have a hard time catching them if I can't run. Okay, she's not voiced. Hello, dear colleagues. What am I doing, you ask? Why, I am looting dead bodies, of course. No need to look so appalled. I'm sure you've done the same to many of your own victims. See, I was not mistaken. You really are my colleagues. I mean, I think we're going to fight her. You have nothing in common with these vultures. Too right. So there's 3 of them, 6 of us, so we should be all right. But this is how the combat's going to work. We're going to get the tutorial messages popping up, but I'll just talk us through as it happens. So it's done on an initiative order, But when it's our turn, we can, as long as we don't do anything with them, we can kind of cycle between our units. At the beginning, we can even place them between these blue dots, just to sort of maybe move them to a more favourable position. And yeah, on our turns, we can choose to move any of our people. On their turn, they take a set order. So if we highlight them, we can see that this guy, you can even see him with the little red exclamation mark there, is the next to be played. He's got like an 11, what's called guard. That might actually be armour. So we need to chew through that before we can get to his health, unless we have like a piercing skill that ignores armour. I think they've all got the same. So who do I want to move first? I might move... Freya might be a good choice, just to engage them, and we'll talk about the engagement mechanic. So we'll choose move, and this is range of movement that within that blue line. So we'll bring her up to... Actually, she can... Yeah, let's bring her here. This could be a bit of a tank for us. And then we can attack this pound. So she's going to deal 4 to 5 damage to the target. Damage is increased by 50% if the target still has armor. So we should be doing, say, 8 to 10 damage on him then. If target still has armor. We'll see how that plays out. 7. Okay, I think that worked. Yeah, 50%. We didn't double it. We did it by 50%. That's fine. So the cross swords indicate that we are now engaged with this. So basically, he can't. He can escape our engagement, but just like D&D, he'll take an attack of opportunity if he does it. We'll have a free swing at him, basically. So that's good. You can disengage as well. As it says, triggers an attack of opportunity. So we're going to end Freya's turn. He's going to go. Did 4 damage. So we've lost some armor. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in my ranger, Rogar. Fortunately, he can't quite get behind the guy, but we can stab. Ambush is triggered when the unit attacks an enemy from behind. Unfortunately, it's not from behind, so he won't do the extra damage, but he's eating into the HP there now. Can actually move him a little bit further away from this guy who's going to act next. But I still want to be sort of within range of this guy, because of his special skill, we'll gain one of these what's called Valor points, just for that. And they kind of power your high level abilities, like this first aid and the disengage thing we used on him. This is an area damage, so I might leave that for a second. What I might do is bring the archer up. And his ability to hit is based on line of sight. So because I've given him a clear line to the target, he's got an 80% chance of hitting the guy I want him to hit, which is fairly good odds, and he did so. And then we'll just end his turn. With the two-handed hammer, she's setting up... is it a she? It might be a he, actually. Is setting up a big attack for next time on Freya. So in the next round, we'll probably want to move Freya first, just to get out of range of that. What I might do is just come over here and just do a... This would be an AoE if there were other people around. There's not, so it's just a single target. That can be his go. Now we've got Magnus. So I think we'll move up and sort of focus down this guy we've already put damage into. So if you surround an engaged enemy with 2 allies, you get a bonus. He is now surrounded, so... what does that mean? So he'll take 20% extra damage, which is nice. So let's see that now. He should probably hopefully take 6 or more. 6, there we go. So he's almost dead. And they're going to set up a move for next time as well. New round. So these people who are in the sort of target zone, we do want to move those first, actually. So let's actually... We're behind this guy now, so let's see if we can do a big attack to get rid of him. There we go, we've got the finishing move. It's fairly grim. There we go. We're galvanized now. There's a little bar at the top. So basically when you reach a certain point in terms of outnumbering your opponents, you get this galvanized stat, which means all the damage, all our people do is increased by 50%. So this is huge. It's basically a way to sort of mop up the battle really quickly. So with that in mind, I might start weighing in on... Let's actually move... Oh, hang on. We need to end Rogar's turn first. Right, now let's move Freya. Just move her out of the range of this attack, just in case we don't finish this person off. Could be her turn. Magnus, we'll move him into range, but with the hope that we can actually kill this guy before he attacks. It's a bit tricky now because he's got an AoE, so he's going to hit his own person. So let's try and move him to ensure that doesn't happen. If we put him here, we can sort of just nick the enemy there. End his turn, and now we've got... So, she's got no one to target, she's going to target someone else. It's our archer's turn, so boring. If we move him here, he might have a decent shot on this ray. He only needs to do 1 damage to him. There we go. Oh, it's another. The finishers are absolutely brutal in this. Do I want to let them go? No, we're gonna attack them. New round. So let's bring in Rogar again for a sort of backstab. We're behind, so that should do extra damage as well. It's not bad. Another one of those. Sure, we'll shoot her in the back. Oh, she's going now. So she's done 7 damage to Magnus. I guess that was bad by me. I should have considered that because that was easily avoided. It's going to cost us resources to repair that equipment now. Although it's rubbish equipment, so we're going to look to replace it fairly soon. Yep. Ooh. Wrath. Deals 5 to 6 damage to the target if they have less than 50% health left. So let's use that. This is like an extra attack then. So they're gone. Freya's unlocked the trait Glorious. And we win. Get the 2-handed hammer. That's okay, but I don't like them because of the delayed thing. But we'll loot it. We can sell it at the very least. And we can repair all our armor. Freya's leveled up. Continue. So have I got the ability to sprint now? I don't. Maybe you get that at some point. As I said, it's been a while since I played this. Roast Ball. Not worth much outside of the roust field. Okay. Take it all. So in terms of our quest that we're aiming towards, there's one not too far south of here. We could try and do. There's some. I wish we could run. Something here. It's getting very foggy. Got the windmill there. We can maybe check out what's at the windmill. We've earned a knowledge point, so let's have a little look at that then. Is it here? Yes. So knowledge points, you can... we can unlock the ability to run. I think we're going to do that first, because we're going very slowly. Definitely. Unlock. So these knowledge points, which you get for certain milestones, XP stuff, you can choose to buy little perks for your warband. So yeah, so now we can run. We see the little green stamina bar above our heads. Let's have a look what's going on at the mill. Dana.
Would you like to buy this map? It is all I have left from my old life, but my children need food more than they need weapons.
Treasure of Mercenary, sure. 30 gold, we'll take that.
Oh, did you really just buy it? Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's alright. So this, show the map. Okay, so we're looking for a snowy region, and there should be like a little wooded plateau on it. Nothing around here, but at some point, hopefully we'll find that. I think this is the... Oh, who are these? I don't know who they are. They look a bit strong for me. So let's keep going south. Actually, I want to go into camp quickly. We're going to level up Freya. Okay, she gets to choose an archetype. So, Vanguard, medium armor, relentless charge. Disengages and charges in a straight line, dealing 5 damage to all units in their path, applying slowdown. That's pretty good. Smasher, apply 5 damage to all the units in the area, applies 2 poisons to bleeding units. It's a bit situational, perhaps. Destroyer, deal 5 to 6 damage to the target, applies weakening, so reducing their damage for 3 rounds, and can wear heavy armor. I quite like Vanguard, and I quite like Destroyer. She's probably going to go down the route of being a two-hander, being a brute, so I might take Destroyer, because then she can wear heavy armor. Definitely increase the strength. There we go. And I just wanted to change the name of this dude. Because that... Well, no, can I do a random one? No. Okay, so what should we call him? I don't know really. What's a good mercenary name? How about Mark the Merc? Oh, the other companions approve. That's nice. There is kind of like a party kind of relationship system going on. They can like each other or dislike each other depending. Mark came with the Tinkerer, so let's put him on the Tinkerer's table. So when he's there, each time we rest, he's going to produce 2 raw materials for us, which is nice, so we can repair stuff. Let's have a quick look if he can make us anything right now. Not really. Anything would be highlighted here. So he can't at the moment, but eventually we'll be able to make a tent. Hitching post, assign ponies there. They'll gain 10 carrying capacity. Cooking pot so we can cook food and reduce daily consumption of food. Camp chest to put things in. So yeah, so we want to do all this eventually, but we're lacking resources at the moment, so we don't need to rest either. This is our fatigue bar at the top, incidentally. Oh, we've got another knowledge point. That's rather nice. So let's think a bit more about what we could do here. So we could make saddlebags on that thing. Campfire. I think we've already got one of those though. We've already got these. And those things have recipes. We can make some rags. These are things that need, we already know, but haven't been made yet. So let's put it into here. Rationing. Troop eats 3 less food. Endurance training. Movement speed in the world is increased by 5%. That could be good. Interesting. Less wages. That's interesting as well. Carrying capacity. Cannibalism? No, I don't think so. So of these, I quite like the idea of it's either wages or rationing. Money is harder to come by than food, so let's reduce everyone's wages. Count Lahert's castle. I guess we could pop in here. I think he's one of the major players in the sort of storyline for this region. I'll pop in the forge first.
After Class fled,
cheap coal.
The Count's henchman needed a new blacksmith to replace him. I haven't seen my family in weeks.
Oh. Don't think we can... Yeah, we can't make anything still. What's going on in the castle? Talk to the sergeant first.
Count Lahart is willing to pay handsomely whoever recruits able-bodied men to fight in our ranks. Renegades from both Vanalis's army and ours have gone into hiding in the region. They're capable soldiers, but they've lost the will to fight. If you can convince at least 2 of these groups to join our cause, the others will follow, and the bounty will be yours.
Okay, so we would get 100 gold, 25 fame, and 25 kind of advancing the plot points for the region. I think there's 100 total, so like a 25% of the storylines. Okay.
Well then, I'll show you where you might find them.
We'll make our way there. What's Captain Host's got to say?
Our spies have spotted strange black caravans around Vanalis's castle. According to our sources, they seem to be ferrying large amounts of gold. This could mean our opponent is getting help from someone outside the region. These caravans must be stopped if we want Vanalis's finances to dwindle. That is where you come in. You are going to accompany me. Hidden amongst you, I will look like a mere mercenary and we will infiltrate the enemy territory. We will then attack one of these black caravans and get to the bottom of this. Do you accept this mission?
Similar rewards for this one, so yeah, we'll take it on.
One more thing. It would be best if I did not fight. We cannot run the risk of Vanalis's soldiers recognizing me and raising the alarm.
Fine. So he's going to be following our troop. It's actually very near to the other one. Let's talk to the Count then, see what he's got to say.
Have you heard all these louts complaining about my so-called cruelty? How dare they? Am I supposed to forego my birthright just because Vanalis had a dream?
Yeah, we're not quite sure what Vanalis's deal is.
Do not think for an instant that this war has changed anything to life in this castle.
Okay, didn't cross my mind. We can also highlight objects here so we can inspect this stuff. Because there's people here though, taking any of this stuff would be classed as stealing, so I don't really want to risk that. Because the guard will be after us and they are very strong. So who's this? Is this one of the people we're... No, it's just a band of... We could talk to them. They're level 2. Mind you, so are a couple of our guys and we outnumber them, so let's do it. Be more careful with positioning in this fight. So out here we've got a hoodlum, he's kind of their rogue. And they can do a lot of damage left unchecked. What else do we have? We've got an archer down here. Another rogue. Okay, and another rogue. There's another one somewhere. Ah, and an archer out there. Let's get to the archer and the rogue. We'll pop our archer maybe here to help with these guys. So we've kind of dealt with those two. Maybe we'll get these 3 guys to gang up over here. Am I missing someone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I am missing someone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I thought I had 6 people. Oh, I must have miscanned. I thought it said a little 6 in the corner, but never mind. Okay, so we're 1 for 1 on this then. Okay, who should I go with first? Who was acting first out of these ones? Him. But he's going to have to move though to get closer. So I think I might switch to this. And we'll go in first with Mark the Merc. And we'll go for this one. And I'll attack from this angle so that our rogue has a easier way to get to her back. Okay, he did have the range. I wondered if he might not.
Yes.
Okay, let's go in with Rogar then. And we'll attack from the back. Oh, that's a nice crit. The yellow numbers signify a crit hit. So that's good. I won't disengage because we'll get a Valor point for being here. This guy's next. So I think I'm going to get Magnus right up in his face, as he's a ranged unit. So that should pretty much take him out of the fight. have I got left? I want to try and make sure we get a very good hit chance, so 100%, take that. Damn it, that's not looking good for Mark. We can weakening blow on this one. And then attack. We can also use the, yeah, I might use the valor point on this guy. See if we can just get rid of him. Right, gone. Let's move up. We've got the numbers now. I think Mark's going to go. First aid can bring him back though. But we need to do it before he takes damage next. He can't heal himself. Who else has first aid? Oh, we have no... Okay, he's going next. That is good. Saboring needs to get a valor point. The only way to get a valor point is for Rogar to end up next to someone but not engaged in them. So we'll take that and then we'll move Rogar here, but we won't do anything, so we should get a valor point. Now we're going to use Saboring to heal Mark. So he's not an imminent threat of death anymore. Yeah, we'll just back off slightly so that we're attacking from range. And we'll shoot this hoodlum. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. He's good for now. What else have we got going on? I don't want him to engage this hoodlum again. But I don't think he doesn't have to. What we can actually do is just attack from a little bit of range over here. And still attack... Oh, there's a trap there too. Didn't even see that. And we'll just use the rest of his movement just to get out of the way of this stuff. Who are you attacking? You're not going to attack... Oh, you little bugger. Okay, I'm not going to start with you. Oh, okay. I suppose Freya's got healing. No. Okay, I think we can get to him. Oh. The main thing is just to ensure he doesn't take any more damage. He's not poisoned. So let's just move him out of the way. And we can move Freya... Oh, okay. We can move Freya up to engage this archer. Oh, stepped on the blimmin' trap. This hoodlum is annoying. Critical hit would be quite nice. Oh, sometimes things go in your favour. Let's work on this guy. Okay, let's just get rid of this archer then. I should keep that for healing. Though we should. Let's just do this. Oh, I suppose we kill him. I won't move everyone up because it shouldn't take too long to finish this guy off. One more round, really. There's not much I can do for the dead guy. Yeah. Alright, let's finish this. Bit tougher, that one. I mean, they were above our level. We're still level 1. But we got there. We're overtired, so the companions might die of exhaustion if we keep walking. We should rest. Okay. But we got some better armor. We got some gold. We got a champion statuette. Arena spectators can buy this. It's a souvenir. We can sell it though. Got a lockpick. Take all of that. We can repair all. And we actually have enough medicine to heal all as well. And we got 2 level ups. Very nice. So we will camp. Let's level up so boring. So he can, every time ends next to an enemy, that's not very good for an archer. Killing's okay, or ending next to, I normally take this one for an archer. Standing next to an ally gains a valor point. That's not too bad for an archer. Constitution, I think we'll take the dexterity. Just improve the damage of our attacks. And Magnus. So this is where he chooses his specialties. So Protector. This unit and all allies in the area gain protection for 2 rounds. Deals 45 damage to the target. Applies destabilization, reducing guard to 0. I normally like this one. And they can wear heavy armor. Swordmaster's okay, but it does cost 2 valor points compared to the one of the others. So I tend to pick this one. I think that's a good one. Strength is probably the way to go, but it's only a 1, whereas the critical one is a double. Alright, we'll take the crit. And there we go. Oh, there's Captain Hosts. That's probably why I thought we had 6. I think they count the pony as 1. So that's why I had less than I thought. Okay. So to rest, we need to right-click on this, I think. Yeah, so we need to eat 24 units of food. These count as 4 each. 3, 4, and then maybe we'll put in half of these. Actually, it's not quite half, is it? That'll do. Have no wages to pay, so we'll rest. Happiness has gone up. Maximum valor points increased by 1. That's nice. Let's break camp. Let me just go back into camp quickly. So we are actually at sort of 50 minutes in this video, so I think that's probably a good place to leave it. When we come back, we'll get into our first bounty quest, which I think is just up the road. And we should probably look at giving someone some better armor. Critical hit, armor, and movement. Who's good for that? I give it to Magnus, our level 2 fighter. So yes, we'll drag this imp. And that's an improvement on what he had, which was pretty crap. That's about it for good stuff to equip, though. I don't know about this. I don't like the ones that have a sort of delayed action. They can be good, but you have to sort of build around it a little bit. But yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed this first video of Wartales, the full release. This is really, really good. And I'm going to be playing this for quite some time on the channel, I think. So if you did enjoy it, as I hope you did, please do hit the thumbs up button on the video. Otherwise, well, not otherwise, as well, leave a comment. Did you play the early access of this? Did you watch my earliest series? Is it a game you've had your eye on? What do you think of how it looks? It'd just be great to hear your thoughts, really. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you could do so. Absolutely amazing to have you on board. So thanks once again, and I'll hope to see you next time for more Wartales. Bye for now.